function notation is, okay, start with this here. Y equals x plus 5. All right, it's solved for y, which means the input value is x. If I tell you that x equals 1, you would tell me that y equals 6. 1 plus 5, right, is the output. Y equals 6. Every value I put in for x, I'll get an output value. So the input is x, the output is y. But you could also write it in function notation. Instead of y, call it f of x, right? And that's how you read it, f of x. And you can think of y and f of x interchangeably. They're the same thing, right? Same. Okay, now if I wanted to find the function value at x equals 1, I would write it like this. F of 1 equals. And then I would put in the place of x 1. Oops, that's wrong. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So f of 1 equals 6. Whatever goes here goes, whatever is in the place of x here is in the place of x here. Okay, whatever. And for our homework tonight, they're all just simple numbers. Maybe they're a decimal or a fraction, but they're just numbers. It can be much more complicated than that. One of the things that we deal with, which has a lot of issues, is we end up having to do something like this, where we'll say, what is f of something like x plus h, right? And it's whatever's in the parentheses there is what goes in the place of x here. See, I just replace whatever's here that goes there. So this is just a start. We won't have to do complicated things like that now, but we're going to see it more and more, and we can't be confused when it says f of anything. That just means replace x. Two things, because I've seen this before. This f parentheses x is not a multiplication, right? You cannot divide by f to solve for x. Okay, so not a multiplication. I've seen students do that. Not multiplication. And you can see other letters. It's not always lowercase f. It could be any letter, right? It could be G, H. It could be capital letters. As long as they write it like a letter and then x, you understand that means t as a function of x. X will be the input. T will be the output. Okay. So it's not just the lowercase f.